The Soviet Union crumbled. A superpower disintegrated almost overnight, leaving behind chaos and uncertainty. From its ashes rose chaos and opportunity. The streets of post-Soviet Russia were a battleground. Out of this volatile landscape emerged the Bratva, the Russian Mafia. They were a force of nature, born from the anarchy. Forged in the brutal crucible of the gulags, these criminals were hardened survivors, ruthless predators. The fall of communism created a power vacuum. The Bratva filled it, seizing control of a nation in turmoil. They seized control of newly privatized businesses, exploiting the weak. Their rise was swift. They built an empire on fear and violence, wielding intimidation and brutality with ruthless efficiency. The Bratva's enforcers roamed the streets, a constant reminder of who held power. The world watched as this new breed of gangster staked their claim, painting a picture of lawlessness. The Bratva operated with impunity, their leaders becoming public figures, their influence extending far beyond the criminal underworld. They flaunted their wealth, asserting their dominance. The Bratva had arrived, their opulent lifestyles a stark contrast to the surrounding poverty. Their grip on power was unyielding, their influence permeating every level of society. Their story is one of ambition and ruthlessness, a tale of men who rose from the ashes of a fallen empire. It is a tale woven into the very fabric of post-Soviet Russia, a dark chapter in its history. To understand the Bratva is to understand the dark heart of a nation in transition, their influence a shadow over modern Russia. The Bratva's reach is global, their impact felt far beyond Russia's borders, a testament to the enduring power of organized crime. At the heart of the Bratva lies a strict code, the Vori v Zakoni, thieves in law. It governs their every move, every action, every breath. Loyalty is paramount. Disobedience is met with swift and brutal punishment. The Vori are the elite, the keepers of the code. They command respect and demand obedience. Their word is law, their judgment final. To break the code is to invite death. Silence is golden in this world. Informants are considered the lowest of the low. Betrayal is the ultimate sin, and the consequences are always fatal. The Vori v Zakoni is more than just rules. It is a way of life, a brotherhood forged in blood and loyalty. It is the glue that holds the Bratva together and makes them so dangerous. The Bratva's tentacles reach far and wide. They infiltrate every level of society, from street corners to boardrooms. Their currency is fear. Their method, extortion. Businesses, both legal and illegal, are forced to pay for protection. Those who refuse face the consequences. Violence is swift and brutal. A message sent to anyone who dares defy them. The protection racket is just the beginning. The Bratva manipulates markets. They rig bids. They control supply chains. Their greed knows no bounds. Their grip on the economy is suffocating. Businesses are forced to choose, comply, or be crushed. The result is a climate of fear and corruption, where the mafia thrives and honest enterprise struggles to survive. Section 4. The Kremlin Connection. When crime and politics collide. The line between the Russian government and the Bratva is blurred. It's a murky world where the boundaries between state and organized crime are indistinguishable. Some say it no longer exists. Corruption is rampant, seeping into every corner of society. From the smallest bureaucratic office to the grand halls of power, the influence of the Bratva is felt. Officials are bought and paid for. Bribes are not just common, they are expected. It's a system where loyalty is purchased and integrity is a rare commodity. The mafia has infiltrated the police, the courts, even the highest levels of government. Law enforcement is compromised, and justice is a game played by those with the deepest pockets. They operate with impunity, protected by their connections. Their influence is pervasive, reaching into every aspect of governance and society. They are untouchable, shielded by a network of power and fear. Politicians who dare to challenge them often meet untimely ends or find their careers destroyed by scandal. The stakes are high, and the consequences of defiance are severe. The message is clear: don't interfere. The warning is not just a threat, it's a promise of what will happen to those who stand in their way. This unholy alliance creates a toxic environment where justice is for sale and the rule of law is a distant memory. The scales of justice are tipped and the gavel of fairness is broken. The Bratva and the Kremlin, two sides of the same coin, locked in a symbiotic embrace that threatens the very fabric of Russian society. Their partnership is a dark dance, a dangerous liaison that undermines the foundations of democracy and freedom. Section 5. The Price of Betrayal. A fate worse than death. In the shadowy underworld of the Bratva, betrayal is the ultimate sin, demanding the harshest retributions. Betrayal is seen as a direct affront to the Brotherhood, a violation of sacred trust. It is punished with unimaginable cruelty, designed to instill fear. The Bratva hunts traitors relentlessly. Their reach is long. There is nowhere to hide. The traitor's life becomes a constant state of fear. The punishment is both physical and psychological, breaking body and spirit. Death is a mercy often denied, replaced by prolonged suffering. Stories of the Bratva's brutality serve as a deterrent. Tales of horror and dismemberment are whispered, ensuring silence. The fear of retribution keeps people silent and loyal. It protects the Bratva's secrets and ensures their grip on power. For those who cross them, a long and agonizing reckoning awaits. The Bratva's vengeance is inevitable, a fate worse than death.